players today competing on 4 teams in a double elimination bracket. Despacito and Four Eyes will go up against each other first, and Soccer Over Football will play against Tryhard. The losers will hop down to that lower bracket, while the winners stay up on top. Through the lower bracket, they can finally get a chance to go to the grand finals to compete against the winner of the winners bracket and a best of 5. There will be no second finals if the winners wind up being from the losers bracket. So that's going to be it. The grand finals is best of 5.
Basically, you don't want to lose 2 matches. No. You're out.
You'd be kicked out.
You'd be kicked out.
Gotta get those
no shot at
wins.
the $200,000 gems. Incredible. But before we get into the actual gameplay, which should be just a second away, let's take a quick look at this new arena here. So you can see on the screen right now, here it is. There is no towers, Woody. There's no river. There's no lanes.
Is this even Clash Royale?
Exactly. So it is weird. There's no bridge. There's nothing. So basically, there's the map has 2 end zones. You can see the opponent's end zone over here and my end zone over here. The goal is very simple: to get any troop, whether it be a golem or a skeleton, to the opponent's end zone. Once they cross that line, the round is reset. The clock isn't reset, but you score a crown. First team to 3 crowns wins. Or, of course, if the regulation ends, the team with the most crowns wins.
And what about sudden death?
Yes, if it gets to sudden death, just like normal Clash Royale, double elixir mode, just like normal Clash Royale, and it's sudden death, the first person to get that touchdown wins the match.
Cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be a really interesting format. There are a couple other rules to this new game mode, which we'll go ahead and discuss as the stream progresses, Woody.
Sounds
but
good.
For now, let's go ahead and meet our first teams in this tournament here. So let's go, guys. We have Team Despacito. Go ahead and take your podium, gentlemen. And your opponent for this first match in the Touchdown Challenge is going to be none other than Team Four Eyes. Team Four Eyes, take your podium. Gentlemen, start your drafting. So, it's a good time to talk about this, but this new game mode is going to be just draft for now.
Paráda, draftčenie, ďalší draftčenie, to je to, čo sme všetci chceli.
Into the game, it's you draft, and then you play.
Okay, so I'm familiar with draft mode. You get to choose between 2
ďalší
different
draftčenie,
cards.
to je to, čo
You
sme
and your
všetci
teammate
chceli.
both working on it together to try to build a deck that has good offense and solid defense.
Absolutely, it's a little bit different though.
Tetria, za
because
chvíľku ideme
obviously we know no towers. So cards such as spawner decks or spawner cards,
No, oni povedali nejaký Despacito tým.
Barbarian Hut, all those cards have like a different purpose now. And we see cards like Battle Ram being absolutely incredible in this game mode because instead of targeting towers, they're going to target the opponent's end zone, Woody.
A zaujíma ma, ako poriešili Minera, ale Minera asi vylúčili z toho draftu.
Yeah, so big heavy bodies.
Minera asi vylúčili z draftu, lebo kebyže hodíš Minera do tej dead zóny, to by bolo.
Either troop is worth a crown.
Absolutely, and this is round 1, so here we go, fight! The little goblin referee runs into the side here, and this is the first ever look at the brand new game mode here. So OJ and Eclipse start out with a Mortar on their end. Now,
Mortar, the first card to get played!
Isn't that very apropos, Woody? So you can only play most of your cards, with a few exceptions, behind that first line closer to you.
Gotcha.
So it's not like you can deploy your cards at the opponent's end zone.
Right, and the same applies for some of the troops that you would normally be able to send in pretty far, like the Miner or Goblin Barrel. You can only send those halfway across the arena.
Exactly, so basically the
Miner,
the graveyard, and can be played up until the 50-yard mark, so to speak, the halfway point in the arena. And then everything else can only be played behind your white line.
Okay, so we got a bomb tower here defending this left side attack. Fortunately, that giant skeleton goes down pretty quickly, but this balloon is going to present a big threat. Whoa! An ice wizard played directly underneath that giant skeleton bomb, and this balloon needs a hard counter if it's going to be stopped.
And this could be tricky here. You have to stop. Doesn't matter if that's 1 HP left.
Lightning at the last second!
Wow!
Jesus, to čo za sračku.
The first touchdown in this tournament goes to Team Despacito.
Alvaro and Anthrax connected that balloon, even though...
Ty vole, takú sračku vymyslia.
Dragon. Oh, nice tornado pulls them all in, and I think that the defense is going to hold up for Alvaro and Anthrax.
What do you see that bandit over there kind of dashing between skeletons on that tombstone?
So sneaky. She goes pretty fast, doesn't she?
Absolutely, and one thing that you have to notice too is that tombstone is constantly providing skeletons.
No čo, chat, píšte, páči sa vám to alebo nie, dajte.
Has to be dealt with in this game mode because
to
all it takes is one errant skeleton to creep by on the opposite side, and that scores a touchdown.
Oh man, Ash, I'm so used to just taking a little bit of damage here and there
to
try to build up an elixir advantage. But at no point in this game can you allow even one unit to cross your in-zone line, can you?
Absolutely. It's definitely a whole new game, and you can see, you want to pay attention to this battle ram over here on the left-hand side. We saw battle rams. Okay, it is checked, thankfully, but battle rams are very, very lethal in this game mode.
Absolutely dangerous.
And you know what?
But stopped by that skeleton.
There's actually no Hog Rider in this game mode. There's a few special rules that we'll get to as the matches progress.
Oh man, that'd be insane if a Hog Rider could just run straight.
A Hog would run straight to the other side.
Naozaj, tam nemôžu tam dať ani Hog Ridera, ani Minera, ani nič takéto, lebo... A nechápem, prečo tam Minera či Hog Ridera napríklad nedajú. To tiež ide jak Bedlerem.
Since there's no bridge, do you think that makes melee units even stronger?
I think that early on, it seems like melee units are a little bit stronger so far. All you need is one air targeting troop to stop those flying units coming through. But sometimes those hefty, big HP units, they can really be a problem to deal with here in this game.
Man, this balloon is looking scary out the left side, but it runs out of time. Team Despacito with the 1-0 win in this very first game. But have no fear, if you're a fan of Team Four Eyes, this is going to go to a game 2. We've got a best of 3 match overall.
Miner tam je, ak môže byť tam Miner, veď toho hodím do oného. To hodím do jeho z dead zóny, tam hore alebo dole a ideš. To nechápem.
This isn't like the normal 2v2 or even 1v1. This is Clash Royale like we've never seen it before. Again, this is coming next update, so this is a good time to kind of scout out and see what works and what doesn't, right? So one thing that I've seen, you know, just playing is that you have to save elixir to defend.
A som vedavý, či to budeš vedieť hrať s kamarátmi, alebo iba s nejakými random trpkami. Keď to bude zase nejaký random troll, so mnou hrať, tak ho vyrageujem jak nikto.
You need to have elixir to deal with everything that's approaching your side of the arena, your end zone.
Absolutely, but just a lot like normal Clash Royale in where you've got towers, you can also have different sorts of decks being built, even with draft mode. You can have big, heavy decks that march strong in one side of the arena, even on the very edge of the arena. Or you can just try to poke and prod here and there, send a little skeleton in, you know, try to sneak on the opposite side while you're making a big push on one side.
Yeah, there is some draft strategy. In other words, you are still passing 8 cards to your opponents here, right? So
to Hog Ridera tam nedajú, čo to tam hovorili, a dali tam oného princov a tieto blbosti.
With that golem and giant lava hound all in the same area. There's no lanes, but early on, you can kind of see that these players, there's a left and a right and a center, right? And it seems like you drop your tanks and your melee units on the sides, and you drop your range units oftentimes in the center so they can kind of pick anything off.
That was a clutch log, but it just barely missed one of the spear goblins who was able to kill that ice wizard over on the right. Nice job on defense here to Eclipse and Orange Juice. They managed to take that push out, but it's kind of backwards on the counterattack. Giant behind that Night Witch means that she's not going to survive.
Look at the Elite Barbarians coming on the right. Elite Barbarians with a new helmet.
They've got a new helmet on. That's not normal. Look at that.
The battle ram is going to
stop the whoa.
The battle ram there is the Elite Barbarian over the goal line.
Wow, so the Elite Barb got the win right
there. Toto bude taká blbosť podľa mňa.
I think so. The battle ram pushes the Elite Barbarian. Elite Barbarians and battle ram, for my money so far, seem to be some of the most powerful cards inside this game mode. They both move fast. They both have to be dealt with immediately.
A Elite Barbarov tam dajú aj takéto rýchle jednotky, ale... Ja neviem, no, mne sa to moc nelúbi. Pozrieme si to a uvidíme.
To try to catch that lava hound early. What do you think they were thinking there, Ash?
Yeah, so one thing about these buildings is for my money early on, it's best to play them in your own end zone, because what that does is it prevents the enemy's troops from crossing the end zone. They'll essentially stop right at the end zone.
To o čo v tom ide? No, ide v tom o tom, že musíš skórovať s tvojim... Musia tvoja jednotka, hociaká jednotka, musí prejsť do tej hnedej zóny, čo je hore, tu hore, alebo do tej úplne dole zelenej. Ak tam hociaká jednotka prejde, tak vyhrali. Ako teraz, vidíš? Jednotka prešla. GG.
How about that? That giant just went the length of the field there on the left-hand side, like we talked about. You put that tank there early on, and sometimes it just needs to be stopped, whether a building or whether by mass troops. There's no tower for it to run into anymore, Woody. It has to be stopped, just the end zone.
You know, this other troop is pretty slow too, the golem out the left side, but if he's got enough points, he'll be able to get there, right? Not unless the Inferno Tower burns him up. Nice defense for Team Four Eyes. And look, Sparky is getting some value on the field. It's past halfway at this point.
Graveyard is a weird card in this game, though. There is no tower for it to target. However, the skeletons do a good job kind of swarming and distracting at the same time. If they do reach the end zone, they all have to be accounted for.
And I like the fact that they kind of split on the left and right.
Neviem, či na toto budú nejaké taktiky vôbec, keď to draft. Za prvé a za to, neviem. Aj toto je o tom, že komu prídu aké karty, lebo dojde ti, niekomu dojde rem a žiadne budovy tomu oproti, tak môže ísť do riti. Lebo ho nezastavíš ten rem proste, keď nemáš dobré jednotky. To je také, ja neviem. Supercell sa snaží prísť niečím dobrým a príde s týmto.
We are in sudden death overtime right now. It's 1-1 in this round. This is huge right now. So the next team to score touchdown will pick up this victory. Elite Barbarians played right in the middle of the arena.
Can Sparky charge up faster?
No,
too slow! Elite Barbarians in a battle ram crash into the mortar, and they're about to cross the finish line.
That's going to be it. Oh, look at the Spear Goblins. Oh, it's just too much coming in there.
OP rocket, the BM rocket, lands right on Four Eyes' side of the arena. I think we've got a 2-0 match win for Team Despacito.
Team Despacito, congratulations. Why don't you guys congratulate your opponents?
Nicely done, guys. You know,
také, že prvoplánové, že niečo vyhodia von a nemajú to po boji ako premyslené, mi to príde. Nie je to také, nemá to ani chuť, ani šťavu. Keby radšej pridali napríklad tie módy, že polka obrazovky je tmavá, alebo teda dymová, alebo nejaké módy srandovné, alebo čo. Určite to zahrám a urobím video na to. Určite aj na to urobím video, ale no neviem. Také mi to príde. A je to ešte draft challenge, čiže nemôžeš si tam vybrať deck, aký chceš, takže uvidíme, no. Ja neviem, čo to bude.
We try to combine all these units to make
fight on it a little good.
Left line or the
fight on it a little good.
But you know,
there's kind of lanes anyway.
Yeah. So that's how we try to get the victory. And
sí, amigo.
Yeah, at the very end there, you guys like swarmed them. There was nothing they could do at that point. So good job, guys.
Yeah, thank you.